Guys, welcome back to All Action Sports. You know we're all about that action. 30 under the 40, that's an improper fraction. Now, guys, it looks as though URL are back to their ways of, you know, interviewing before battles. Actually, well, first of all, just putting out battles in general, right? But, you know, interviewing for battles, doing face-offs. I mean, this is pretty much not a face-off. The one with Chess and Eunice wasn't an actual face-off, but it was nice to see them, you know, conversing, you know, discussing amongst each other. So it's good to get these videos, man, you know, and as fans of this sport, like, something we want to see, you know, something we want to see. So let's just see what T-Top has to say about his upcoming battle with Miss Hustle, correct? Let's check something out.
Big stage. We have to bring this shit back. We have to have a resurgence.
Facts, Chess. Chess, talk to them. A young king, talk to them.
And I need your help. Fines. June 22nd won't be no happy.
Facts, so
day for you, nigga.
Happens, guys.
Stop running, huh? I'm about to cook you.
It's Nome again.
The bear versus the ape.
How can Jerry en route to start throwing fire? They said, Tom, you hit him for 50 yards. Nah, it was a 49.
Alright, let's just forward it straight up there. Let's see what Smack has got to say with T-Top. Talk to us, Smack. Talk to us, man. What's going on?
Coming in, everybody pulling up on them to get
Guys, what's going on with the footage? Smack, man. What's going on with the footage?
June 22nd. It's
Smack,
gonna be a
man.
motherfucking movie. I'm here with the motherfucking bear.
Smack, what's this,
You know
bro?
what I'm saying? The bear's in the building.
Going on, man?
What's up, man?
What's up with this? What's up with the
T-Top versus Miss Hustle going the fuck down. We not playing. We back in New York. Smack. I don't even know if you realize that I ain't battled in New York in 6 years.
Yeah.
I haven't battled in New York since 2019, bro. So I got something special for them.
Oh,
I got
shit.
something special for New York.
Yo, you know, Miss Hustle, First Lady, URL, hands down, period. You know, I got a special type of love for Shorty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she be beating the fuck out of these niggas.
Yeah, she be
You know
getting,
what I'm
she be doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? She be doing her thing, man. You know, she the current Wody, right? She the current Wody.
Wody. What up,
You know what I'm
Wody?
saying?
What up, Wody?
You know what I'm saying? Soon to be replaced by Jazz.
Oh, shit. I'm waiting for that to happen. I've been trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, actually put that together for so long.
Soon to be
You know
ex
what I
Wody
mean?
type shit.
You know, that battle is way long anticipated.
What about this
You know what
one?
I'm saying?
T-Top, talk to
The
this.
focus and the attention is on you right now, Top.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? You got to
I'm
stand in front of, you know what I'm saying, the First Lady of the URL.
Indeed.
In New York. You know, she from Harlem.
Yeah.
New York is going to be in a building. Do you
What's
think
up,
that's
T? What's
gonna
up,
play a
Top? What's up?
factor in her performance on June 22nd? Being that, due to the fact that she's in her home city and she's a boss in this shit. She's a female boss in this shit, respectfully.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Because she put that work in and she beat the shit out of a lot of dudes in the culture.
Yeah.
Like,
She be
talk
doing
to
her
me.
thing.
Do you think that's gonna play a part in a factor in this battle, man?
No. She's home, but I'm home too. I have my whole run in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, New
Who
York
the hell is
embraced
smoking
me
on the other
like
side?
I'm one of their own. Like, I've been living.
What
my
is this
whole
video?
life. I got my UFF run in New York, my PG run in New York,
First UFF champion, right?
Yes, the last one.
Oh, the last one.
The last one.
I know.
UM3.
Yeah, UM3.
Yeah,
Okay,
UFF3. That's
okay,
a fact. That's a fact. You alright?
I gotta go back to the archives.
Yeah, you know.
I remember you won one of those though.
That's a fact. And so I'm the last champion of 106 and Park period, BT, UFF. I'm the last one they had. So I'm like the remaining champ of that. But more importantly, we back at the Gramercy. That's where I battled Charlie Clips at. My first big stage. You know what I'm saying?
I like the Gramercy.
So this the first time, like, this was the first stage first big crowd that embraced me in New York.
What does anything got to do with this battle? Yo, guys, talk about the battle, man. What do you think? Talk. What's happening?
I'm saying you one of the critically acclaimed best anglers in the game. Like, are we gonna see some angles when it comes to this battle? Because you know that's what I look forward.
That's why he needs to destroy her, basically. And there's so much angles you can T-Top can go with, you know, to go against with Hustle.
Have no stains,
No
shit stains in your drawers,
No, sir.
no period stains in your panties.
No,
for the
sir.
females.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think New York deserves a T-Top that they grown to love.
Yeah.
And not the one that, you know, that they've been like seeing sporadically here and there. I think they deserve the T-Top they love, the T-Top they groomed to be the champion and the star that he is. I feel like they deserve that, bro. So I'm bringing my angles. I'm bringing my dope dealing lines. I'm bringing everything to the table, bro. I can't play with it, bro. And I'm gonna be punching because I know she likes to punch at a rapid rate.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring the whole package, bro.
Yeah, she's definitely a puncher. She's definitely a puncher.
I'm really not playing that.
And you know what I mean? She go hard too. She's aggressive.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Her aggression is crazy.
Yeah.
Her voice projection.
Yeah.
She could just like she don't even need no mic, and she could light up a venue space.
Yep.
Like,
You
know what I mean? Without the mics.
Yeah, you're right. She loud as hell.
She's loud as hell. Like, you know what I'm
So
saying?
Tito, what?
So like, you know what I mean? I think that like
I want to hear something.
You know what I'm saying? If you get tired,
substantial.
You got the option to go, you know what I'm saying, in the balcony, you know what I'm saying, go sit down, rest your legs and all that, because it's definitely gonna be a long night. You understand what I'm saying? We got a dope card, you know what I'm saying? We still making announcements. You know what I'm saying?
Predictions.
Let's get off your battle for a minute and let's talk about some of the other battles that's on the card on June 22nd.
Amazing.
All right, so just before they just go, because he didn't. Maybe I skipped it basically, right? But predictions for this battle, right? Miss Hustle, T-Top versus Miss Hustle. I think it's very annoying to judge battles like this, but this is just how it happens, guys. You guys know this. If you're a long time watcher of the URL, well, in battle rap in general, but URL, you know that, you know, in the building and then off, you know, basically on camera is very different. So I think in the building, Miss Hustle, like they just mentioned, she punches back to back, you know, a style that she's, you know, adopted for some time now, and it really works well in the building, right? And when you add to the fact that Miss Hustle is one of the tallest battle rappers, right? So I'm mentioning this because why? That comes with a certain sense of maybe intimidation. People might, you know, look at somebody that's barking on somebody and you know, barking on an opponent and be like, this person is just wilding on this person, you know, just wilding out on this person basically. So in the building, I believe that is going to, people can see Miss Hustle taking this 2-1. I think when you look back on camera, you're going to see that T-Top is going to come with ridiculous. This guy's one of the, like Smack mentioned, one of the best anglers in the game. Alright, so the angle he's going to take with Miss Hustle, bruh, it might can slowly break down, you know, might break her down on camera. People are going to watch on camera and be like, dang, T-Top was going, he was wigging on this one. So that's what I believe. I believe that, you know, it's likely for Miss Hustle to take this in the building due to her attributes, right? You know, on top of that as well, listen, when I look at T-Top, you got a, bro. If someone wants to ever come to me and tell me that they believe Miss Hustle, right, could take you, bro, like physically, just, you feel me? Like, whether it be in boxing or whatever, bruh, it would be hard for me to be arguing because, bro, T-Top, man, come on, man, you got all this, like, you're blessed right now, bro. Best thing you can do right now is, like, I always, and this is not the only, you're not the only person I was saying this to, bruh, there's many of these people that were, Shotgun Sugar's the one that I'm looking at, I'm like, bruh, this guy's been doing well in terms of health-wise. You guys need to see this. We see battle rap as a sport. I don't know if everyone sees it just all rapping and just game, whatever. This is a sport, bro. You need to have good breath control. You know, you need to, you know, ensure that you're in the right frame of mind, right shape, right, like physical shape. Right? You see people like Roc. I always be thinking to myself, Roc and Chef Trez. Every time they're spitting, they be breathing like, you know, like breathing heavily, whatever, because you need to really be. It takes this physical toll on you, right? And what doesn't help is when you're not in physical good shape, bruh. So when Miss Hustle's looking like she could really, you know what I mean, bro, come on, man. Like, I don't want to be saying those words, man. I know that, you know, when it really comes to a real, you know, scuff, it just sounds mad me talking about, you know, a scuffle between a man and a woman. But due to the fact that the way T-Top is just T-Top, man, T-Top, bruh, make sure you get in shape, and it's all about healthiness, right? You know, you guys at this stage, you guys' career stage, you guys' lives in general, health is wealth, my bro. So please, bruh, I don't want people be questioning. Guys, leave in the comment section if you really had to really envision. Forget about them going, you know, word for word verbal battle. What if they go for the physical battle? Who you gonna be, you know, like, who you put your money on? Who you putting money on the physical battle between Miss Hustle and T-Top? Because bruh, T-Top, you have all you got all the resources in the world right now, really, right? To put the work in, my bro. Put the work in. Health is wealth. Put the work in, my bro. Honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna go with on cam. I believe the prediction is gonna be 2-1. People, the coach is gonna say 2-1 on when we at first watch, especially in the building. But when just as time goes by and we just really digest you got to watch battles 2-3 times, guys. And when you do, you're gonna start realizing to yourself some of the angles T-Top was taking and some of the, you know, mixing with, you know, his style, like his way of punching, you know, like his way of getting like to the punch is gonna be a lot more surgical, is what I believe. You know, when you start breaking it down, you're like, man, this guy was really talking to her. And some of it, you know, might come across maybe like personal, might really kind of, you might see Hustle, you know, react to some of this, which he doesn't always, basically, but I can see someone like T-Top being the way he is when it comes to putting this together. Yeah, it might become an emotional night. But that's just our prediction. Now let's just see what, because Smack was asking T-Top what he thinks about the rest of the card. So let's just see what T-Top says. T-Top, please, man, health is wealth, bro. Come on, man, like sort it out, bro. Sort it out.
Do like let me get some of your predictions on some of the battles that's happening that night. You know what I'm saying? We got, you know, Eunice. We got Eunice and Chess. Yes, you know what I'm saying? You see them going back and forth. They in the street having motherfucking push-up contests.
Wars. They have wars.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that battle a lot. You
that
know
one's hard to call. That one is really hard to call. If I had to edge it,
done in a career,
I'll be edging into Chess, man. But
my movement with the URLTV is basically like, you know what I'm saying, developing new talent and giving them opportunity to, like, you know, perform on major stage and major events like a NOME 15. I think, you know, Eunice been very consistent.
All right, let him answer.
You know what I mean? Like Chess, you know what I'm saying?
And then not only just that, the work is so the dopeness of it is having Chess bring them on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Chess is like one of the young guys who came in at 16, 15.
Exactly.
You know, I battled him when he was 15 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's so dope to see the younger talent who grown into a veteran and a legend in his own right. It's like he welcoming in the new talent on a big stage. I think that was genius, man.
Yeah. Chess 50 is crazy, man.
I think that's what it's all about. You know,
Chess is a
recycling
whole legend out here, bro.
When it comes down to, like, you know, giving, you know, chances for newer talent to, like, you know, express their you know, their skill set when it comes to this culture. So, you know, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Yeah. Y'all gave Chess opportunities and gave him looks.
Who's next? What's the other prediction?
To the culture and to itself. So I'm gonna go Chess. 2-1.
That's what that's what I will edge it to Chess. But Eunice is gonna.
So crazy. We wasn't even able to finish it in that particular.
It was so crazy.
That event. We had to, you know what I'm saying, cancel it, shut it down, regroup, shot that shit like a week later just to get it back right, because it was so intense. That's the level of the energy that Chess brings to the stage and to the culture. So I mean, I don't know if Eunice, you know what I'm saying, ever seen that type of energy before.
That's the problem. But I think it's gonna bring it to a point where he's gonna bring so much that he's gonna try to make it debatable.
Real sick.
I love Real Sick, bro. He's probably one of the most dangerous battle rappers.
Facts. I've been saying this. Facts.
But it's like Rock. It's like
Rock is Rock. Yeah.
Like Chad, like New York made Rock as far as the star. They can't wait for him to come back and touch that stage, bro. And I think Sick gonna give him everything that they don't think he could come with. I think Sick is gonna give them everything that they want out of a battle rapper. I feel like he's like one of the most complete battle rappers.
Guys, I'm gonna because
Rock gonna be gun butt.
Because I believe Rock, I believe Sick is gonna come with a more obviously intricate lines, whatever. But I think Rock's, you know how Rock battles, man. You already know how he's gonna come with a whole, you know, Sick angle, and he's gonna you know, attack Sick's, I guess, heritage, culture, you know, and stuff like that, basically. So he's gonna say some wild stuff there. So I can see that in the building and on camera, you know, really translating. Sick is gonna just come with, you know, stuff that is maybe stuff that no one's heard said to Rock, you know, in a very intricate way. Some people have said, you know, have come at Rock with very unique angles, basically. But I think Sick might do it, but in a very intricate way, because he's very, people call him rappity, whatever. But he's gonna do it in a way where it's gonna hit, really hit. You know, it's gonna make people be like, whoa, like this guy's fire. I think a lot of people, Sick is probably one of the most underrated battle rappers, you know, out there right now. The guy's really, yes, people want to put him in a rappity I guess what is it, box, but the guy's fire, bro, when it comes to that as well. And then he's, you know, his style, like his aggression, like the way he delivers as well, like projection, he's very good. He's very good. So I think on Cam, I'll still probably, because I know what Roc is gonna do. Roc has been, I just want to make it very clear to people, Roc has really been improving when it comes to that lyrical stuff there, right? Roc is, and I say improving, people will be like, he's always had, what are you talking about? You know what we're talking about. If you know, you can't put Roc in the bag of the, you know, Chilla Joneses or the JCs, you know, when it comes to that. And he wouldn't even do that, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't believe he's better than them still, because rap ain't just about that. So, but what I'm trying to tell you is that Roc is actually climbing up, right? Still not there, but when it comes to that lyrical bag like that, but climbing up to the point that where it's only sharpening Roc's, you know, tools and making him a more well-rounded battle rapper. Because, you know, people always say that all he does is gun bars and aggression and whatever, but people don't always put the lyrical on his name, you know. And I believe that the guys, you know, that Jada Nightwing performance, bruh, very nice, very. I like what we were saying there. So probably edging it to Roc, definitely edging it to Roc. On Cam, I'm going to be looking at, to be checking exactly what else Real Stick would have been coming up with as well that wasn't being caught basically. But overall, as a battle, because this is battle rap, I'll probably edge this one to Roc.
This shit out of him.
Yeah, Roc different.
Roc gonna gunbutt the shit out of him.
I mean, y'all know how I feel about Roc. I think Real Sick is dope too. You know what I'm saying? I think, like, you know, this is one of the battles that the coach has been waiting for a long time. Yeah. Just because, you know, Real Sick is another prospect that actually, you know what I mean, earned his respect in his culture. Just being consistent and delivering, like, you know what I'm saying, every time he steps on the stage. So, like, you know what I mean, it's gonna be good.
Who else? Who have we got, man?
Home real quick. And you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
so
how you
go see what's going on.
Yeah,
and
right.
shit,
That's
you know
time.
I mean?
It's that environment right now. Man. We need to get back to the essence anyway.
Word. Then we got Jerry. We got Jada Nightwing and Rum Nitty, man.
Potential battle of the night, bro. Potential battle of the year.
Yeah.
You know, like that's one of those battles, bro. Jada Nightwing, Rum Nitty.
I've already talked about that one.
Damn, I ain't got no winner. I say you got a classic on your hands, bro. You got one of those joints, bro. That's people gonna want to tune in.
I'm going Romney. I'm going to go Romney on this one.
Great dialogue.
But Jay Nightwing is going to.
Jay Nightwing so cold.
Yeah.
Jay Nightwing is going to introduce himself to me. People are gonna. He's gonna do so well. People are gonna want to have him back because it's a breath of fresh air. What he does. Not only is he lyrical, rappy that Rum Nitty said, but at the same time, right? He's a very unique proposition that people haven't seen, and people are going to be hungry for something like that. And also his confidence when he does it as well. It's not like he's doing and he's forcing it. This is just how the guy is. Like, you guys are a mechanic that just, you know, likes to rap, you know, and it comes across. His persona isn't forced. He's actually, I've not met him before. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when I've seen interviews, stuff like that, you see the interviews and you realize this is just this guy, you know. So, and what Smack is saying right there is that I believe he's talking about Rum Nitty right there, just bombing.
I know Nightwing can take the pressure. I like to say, I hope the crowd is receptive to his style.
Exactly.
You know
I'm telling you, this is what I'm saying. They're gonna be receptive to his style, my bro. They're gonna be receptive to his style. They're gonna be like, this is because it's new, right? In battle rap is a nuanced sport, so you need those type of styles and people that are natural with it. He's not forcing it. That's why it's gonna work.
That shit way different than, like, you know what I mean, these little small room shit that we be doing, man. Yeah. It's not the same. It's not the same, man. It ain't
the same pressure.
You know it's not the same, dogs. It's not the same. Next battle is one that I've been personally waiting for like a couple of motherfucking years, son.
Yep.
John and motherfucking Gadon versus
Fonz.
The landlord.
The landlord, man.
Man, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro.
That's one of those. That's the one I've been. Yeah.
So this one I want to conquer.
John Fonz.
I can't call this one.
You know what I'm saying?
Some joints,
Yeah,
bro.
like Rum Nitty, you know what I'm saying? Jada Nightwing. These are joints that I've been, you know what I mean?
Waiting
You
to
Hustle,
see.
you know what I mean? Chess Eunice, you know what I mean? What you think?
I can't call this one.
Call is crazy. So, with the John and Fonz, bro. So I'm one of them niggas who don't never count John out for real.
This, bro.
Let me tell you something about John real quick.
First
John
off,
John-
I'm someone I'd never call him. In fact, I would say personally, for me, not the whole of all action sports, but for me specifically, I was one of the people that was saying John should be able to not just stand with Surf, but then beat Surf. And man, John, bro, come on, man. Everyone gets stuff wrong, but let's see what Slack is saying.
I'm still on your head for that. Yeah, Eric. I'm not talking about Beasley neither. You know what I'm saying?
The Eric.
Nah, but that's what him that one. But then you know what I'm saying? You want your chain?
Go get it.
Go get
get it. That's in the history book.
That's in the
John's done crazy stuff.
That's one of the ones.
You know what I mean? So
That was one of the ones.
he been there before.
And
so
that was known. That was a known
that
too.
was a known. That was a known.
We're all allowed to have one we can't call, and this is why I can't call this one, man. I can't even edge it to one of the people because we got a someone that's great at angling as well as structure of rap and how he puts it together, and then we just got a puncher that's just consistent. So
like the punching, the bars and shit like that. I just think like John be on point with that shit, bro. He been doing that for years. Like you say, he like a tactician.
Tactician is the
He
word.
real specific.
Tactician is the word.
Fonz got a lot to work with right now in this battle, man. And as creative as he is with punches, I can only imagine the type of shit he coming up with for the angles and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I might just because of the amount of work that you know what I'm saying he working with, I'll go Fonz 2-1. But I ain't mad if somebody say John 2-1 because I don't really go against John. I don't go against.
It's
John.
hard to. It's hard to.
That's another. That's gonna be one of the ones. That's gonna be a classic.
You know what I mean? Then we got, you know what I mean, one more.
We going
Who's that?
down, hey, papa.
Wait, what is it?
Geechi.
Crit?
Yes, Crip on Crip.
Okay, Geechi and T.
Crip on Crip.
Oh, man.
I'll give that to Geechi.
Cup reels out
This gonna be a
there.
good
I'm gonna
East
get into
Coast versus
Geechi.
West Coast.
Yeah, it's a lot that go into that
Yo,
matchup.
listen, man. The legendary Tay Roc versus Geechi motherfucking God.
I'm not even gonna.
You know what I'm saying? Compton versus Hawk.
I'm not even gonna. Continue this one. I just know what it is. I'll go Geechi, and simply because like Geechi's very good on that big stage, man. That's the thing about you pinpoint to me what is Geechi's super, everyone got superpower. What's Geechi's one? Rex is talk, I guess the drug talking and slam the hat down, and then that real talk, that real life, that's his slant. Geechi's kind of the same in terms of that real life talk as well, that murder type talk as well, but he used to have his third round used to be based on something specifically talking about homies and really hitting home about real life stuff we've gone through, and then using I guess punchlines like to end it off, like. So, but he doesn't do that anymore, right? So you got artists of what is Geechi really good at, you know what I'm saying? And his many stuff, he does freestyling, all this stuff there, but Geechi really is one of them guys. I think he just mastered the art of what it is to be a battle rapper, in this day and age. I think that's his superpower, honestly, because Geechi isn't super lyrical, right? Geechi, I won't say is I think he's, when it comes to his aggression, is on par with some of the most aggressive ones, but I wouldn't say he's like the top, one of the top aggressive, like battle rappers. He comes across quite disrespectful as well in some of the stuff he says, but he's not Arsenal disrespectful. You get me? So when you really, I'm asking you guys in the comments, what would you say Geechi is? What is his superpower? He's I wouldn't say he's an angler to a crazy degree. So you tell me. I personally believe Geechi has mastered the art of battle rap to the point that where there's nothing that he completely excels at. Gun bars is not his main thing, even though he will tell you that or some of his people that grew up with him will tell you that that stuff he should be talking about more because he's lived it. a lot, again, allegedly. But he hasn't. That's not his lane. You know, that's more so, you know, Roc and Ramsey and Ramniti's lane. So you tell me, guys, put in the comment section, what is Geechi really good at? What is his superpower? Sorry, because he's really good at what I've just said he's gonna, you know, beat T-Rex or win against. Let's say you win against T-Rex before you pause, guys. Win against T-Rex. So what's Geechi's lane? What's his superpower? That's a tough one, but let's see what these guys. Let's close it out. Is it done? Oh, perfect, guys. Signing out. All Action Sports. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what it is, because we bring all the action. 30 under the 40. That's improper fact. Yo, shout out to Aj, man.